It's very simple. What in Bhagavad Gita Krishna has told. Do your work and leave everything rest to God. That's it.
Wow.
He does it very, very nicely. He has no expectations. What should be the outcome? What should be the output? He doesn't break his head. He puts his 100% in whatever he does and then leaves the rest for the results to come. And people pay the results. And in public service, if you ask me how he is very successful, he is using politics as a medium of serving the people, not vice versa. He is not using public service to be in politics or to be in post. And the best part is, people of this state have understood that this man is not doing politics, he is doing public service, and he is in politics for doing public service, not the other way around. And that is the reason, like you said, 7 times consecutively he has got the most popular chief minister in the country. I remember the first time he got award was in 2003.
Yes.
I was sub-collector, a young sub-collector in a place called Dharamgarh in Kalahandi. The day that you were India Today, that time I think digital print was not there. He had carried the hard copy and he was reading and he had come with that copy. Maybe he picked up in the airport or somewhere. So that is the first time he got 2003 and now we are in 2024, 2 decades. Imagine the kind of, I gave this example somewhere else as well. To get first rank in a classroom, all of us have to really struggle. To get first rank in a school, you have to really work hard. If you have to get district first in a school, district first when you are in school, it's so tough. And every month it is a struggle for a child to be in that number 1. Some month the child slips. So much of dedication, so much of sacrifice, so much of hard work, everything goes into to reach the top, whether it is sports, whether it is any field, you take any field. But being in number 1 at national level for so long, and that too in such a subjective field in which every angle one can scrutinize, and with the invent of social media, 24 hours your activities are scrutinized. But still to maintain that number one rank in the country as the best or most popular chief minister of the country is something which I would say that it's because he is seeing this as public service, not as politics. The day he thinks that people have not appreciated for his public service, he will stop his public service. He will stop it. He will stop politics.
Wow.
That is the kind of personality he is, if I know him very well.
He doesn't hang on to power?
No, hang on to post or power or politics.
Wow. Okay, but
he is completely unlike a politician. And that is why he has been so successful in politics.
That they say Naveen Patnayak relies too much on the bureaucracy, and you're one of them, now in politics. And he leaves everything to his officers, and really politically, his party is not involved in the development. That is one of the reasons for success, but that's also one of the reasons for complaint. What do you have to say to that comment?
I think this is a claim which generally the opposition parties raise this claim, especially during elections they use, because they can't raise anything against him. They can't talk anything about corruption. They can't talk about service delivery. They can't talk about transparency. They can't talk about completing projects in time. They can't talk about setting benchmarks in disaster management. They have to say something about the Honorable Chief Minister. So like how in Gujarat they used to say that Mr. Modi was very dependent on bureaucracy. Like that, they tell about Mr. Naveen Patnayak as well. This is not at all true. He is a Democrat in heart, and he takes everyone's views very, very seriously. And he gives a lot of respect to the system, and he knows from whom what work to be done, who has what strength. And finally, people elect him to deliver. So he is very clear about it. Who will deliver what? What is the strength of his team? What is the strength of his bureaucracy? How to harmonize everything? And finally, he is answerable to the people, and he does it very well. He does it in style. Every time he gets a higher percentage of votes. So that shows that people like the way how he functions, but he gives utmost respect and utmost regard to all institutions which are pillars of democracy, whether it is judiciary, whether it is legislature, whether it is cabinet, everything.
Why would people elect Mr. Naveen Patnaik for the sixth time? What do you think will happen in the next 2-3 months? The campaigning will begin next month and you'll be voting soon. What do you think will be the outcome this time?
As usual, people will bless him with a bigger majority. Every time he gets a bigger majority than the previous, so people love him so much, as reflected in your survey. So they are deeply in love with the Chief Minister for what he has done for them and what connection he has with the people of Odisha. They are very, very intelligent and they know how to give him bigger mandates every time so that he feels good and he delivers more, perhaps.
One more question on that. It seems like you seem to have a friendly match with the BJP. You have Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav, who's you'll have supported as a candidate for the Rajya Sabha MP recently. And the fact is that when it comes to the Loksabha, would you say the results would be the same as last time? BJP did win quite a lot of seats last time as compared to the previous time. So what would happen on the Lok Sabha front?
Biju Janata Dal will do really well in both Assembly and Parliament. That's what all our surveys say. They are going to get one of the stupendous victories in the history of Odisha.
No friendly match with the BJP.
So as regards the friendly match, the Chief Minister clearly said in his, the BJD had released a press release. As we all know, Mr. Naveen Patnaik is not a typical politician. He won't do politics. He will do development. He will do for state. Whatever is in the interest of state, Mr. Naveen Patnaik will do. And that is the brand of politics he follows. He doesn't follow the politics of hate. He doesn't follow the politics of doing politics for the sake of politics or elections. In fact, he doesn't do politics at all till that nomination filing. Till that time, he is only bothered about the state, its development, people, empowerment, building a new Odisha. So his objectives are very clear and people of Odisha see it very clearly.
One of the things that regional parties have is the issue of succession. You have a powerful leader. We've seen it in West Bengal. You've seen it across in many states. KCR, recently Chandrasekhar Rao. Who do you think? Is there a second line of leadership that has been built for the BJD? If Mr. Naveen Patnaik, for some reason, wants to step down after his sixth term, you think there is the BJD will survive as a party and also have a proper successor?
If we all know Mr. Naveen Patnaik so closely, we all know him very clearly, how he thinks. He is very futuristic in his planning and thinking. He would have planned out something really, really nice. And as he always says, the people of Odisha are very smart, very intelligent, and they will select my successor.
Okay. You are not in that race.
The people of Odisha will select the successor for Mr. Naveen Patnaik whenever he wants, and he has clear plans for it.
Okay. Round of applause. He has not only become a bureaucrat, politician, now a diplomat.